Hey folks, welcome back to another video of the Flutter Development course brought to you by Newton School. For those of you who are wondering who I am, so my name is Harsh Kumar Khatri and I'll be your instructor for this Flutter Development course. I am currently working as an intern at Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, and I have been an ex-Flutter developer intern at AppScript, where my primary goal was to develop Flutter applications totally from scratch depending upon the needs. I'm also an instructor on Udemy and Unacademy, where my Flutter development courses have more than 10,000 plus enrollments, so you can check them out as well. For those of you who are wondering what Newton School is, so Newton School is a platform which helps you to learn and develop the skills that you need for your best tech career. There are courses specifically designed for freshers, working professionals, and for women with no prior experience in tech. Newton School first trains you for 6 months and helps you become a full stack developer. It also has a network of more than 300 great companies who hire directly from Newton School. So once the training is completed, Newton School also ensures that you are placed with one of the best companies in the country. There is also a pay after placement program where you are placed and you are make sure that you are placed with a minimum CTC of 5 lakh rupees per annum. And there is another awesome initiative which they are having, which is known as Launchpad, where they are providing you with some of the courses for free of cost. And there is also an editor which is available online on which you can practice for those courses and run your code. And once you have completed those courses, you will also be getting a certificate of completion. So make sure to check out both Newton School and Launchpad through the link given in the description. So in this video I am going to cover about two different plugins or two different packages which I'll be telling you complete implementation totally from scratch. So I'll be covering about the bottom navbar package which is available, and the second package which I'll be talking about or showing the implementation for in this video is the cached network image package. So talking more about the bottom navigation bar or bottom navbar package. So this is a package which is provided to us for the easy implementation of the bottom navigation bar inside our app. So we can use this package and we can add various different bottom navigation bar options which are available in our app. Not only it is limited to adding the bottom navigation bar, but also it is also providing us with different animations which are available, which we can use to enhance the user's experience inside the app. So that's why we can implement the bottom navigation bar using this package and add the animation as well inside the app. The second package which I am going to tell you or which I'll be covering in this video is the cached network image package. So this package is basically for displaying another plugin or another widget until an image is loaded. So image is being cached. Until then we'll be displayed with another different widget. It could be a circular progress indicator, it could be a spinner, or some other widget which you want the user to see until the image is being loaded from the URL. So in that particular case we use this package. First I'll be starting with the bottom navigation bar or bottom navi bar widget. So let me switch my screen and open my editor over here. So here you can see that I have opened my editor, and let me clean the code which I won't be needing for this video. So starting with the body part, I won't be needing this column. Going to the pubspec.yaml file, I won't be needing these two different packages as well. Now I'll be opening my browser and will be searching bottom_navi_bar, and I'll be clicking on the first link which is provided to me. I'll be going under the installing part and will be copying the dependencies section which is provided and copying it and pasting it in the pubspec.yaml file which is present over here. So once I have copied it, you can see that the current version which is available for the bottom navi bar is 6.0.0 at the time of this recording, and it is a null safe version which is provided to us. So I'll be hitting Ctrl S so that the package is fetched by running the flutter pub-get command in the background only. And once the package is fetched, I'll be starting with the implementation of the bottom navigation bar inside our app. So until it is being fetched, let's wait. So here you can see that flutter pub-get command is running. And it has exited with a code 0, so we can start the implementation. Let me remove this get dir locations as well, and this as well from here, and these two imports as well. Now let me start by creating some variables which I'll be needing for this app. So the first variable which I'll be creating will be an integer type variable with the name of current index for identifying which current screen is active and setting the value of it to be 0. Next I'll be creating a page controller. So for controlling the page, so that's why we need a page controller as well. I'll be naming it as _page controller. and assigning it to the value of the page controller itself. The a needs to be small. Next I'll be creating a dispose. So for disposing of this page controller as soon as the screen has been disposed as well. So we'll be disposing this controller as well to save some space inside our app. So page controller dot dispose. This will be saving our app and the resources which are present in case we are closing the screens. So that's why we are using a dispose of over here. Next I'll be removing this Google Fonts implementation and will be changing it to bottom navy implementation. Needs to be navy. And after that, inside the body part, I'll be adding a sized box over here. So sized box, it needs to be sized box dot expand. So for expanding the sized box, and for the expand, it takes a child which will be of a type page view for viewing the page according to the controller which we have passed. So it takes a controller and we'll be passing the page controller which we have created above. So that's why we have created the page controller above. Next it takes an on page change. So what will be happening once the page is changed? So for that we need to pass the index of the page, and after that it will be performing something once the change in the page has occurred. So once the change has been occurred, it will be updating the value of the current index with that particular index, and accordingly it will be displaying us with that particular screen item which is present. So that's why we have used a set state, and this set state will, inside this set state we can update the value of the current index with the value of the index which we have passed above, hitting a semicolon so that and adding some commas so that the formatting could occur. Inside the debug console you can see that the screen has occurred blank as we haven't added anything inside it yet. And for this page view we can add various different childrens according to the screens which we want. So I'll be adding child, it needs to be under the page view. So child, it takes a list of children. I'll be adding a container, and each container will be having color. So colors dot red, adding a comma, copying it and pasting 3 more times. This needs to be blue, this needs to be orange, and this needs to be yellow. Saving it. So here you can see that it is currently displaying us with the first children which we have added inside it, and we haven't added the bottom navigation bar yet. So that's why it is displaying us with the first children which we have added under the page view. Now let's quickly add the bottom navigation bar as well, so that it will be displaying us with the bottom navigation to change the different screens. So the bottom navigation bar, or in this navigation bar, we have to pass the bottom navi, the plugin which we have added. So bottom navi bar, and this takes the items. So for the items I have to pass a list of the items which we want. I'll be passing it a bit later. For on item selected we can pass an index over here, and then once the particular item is selected we'll be setting the state again as we have did over here. So here you can see that we have set the state and updated the current index variable. So that's why we'll be doing a set state over here again. And inside this set state what we can do is we can update the value of underscore current index with the value of the index which I have passed over here in the on item selected. So this is the index. We'll be updating the value of this to the we'll be updating the value of the current index to the index which I have passed over here. And the next thing which we'll be doing over here is we'll be changing the current active page through the help of the page controller which we have created, and we'll be jumping to the page which the index for which has been passed inside it. So that's why we have created a page controller for jumping between the pages on selection of a particular items. Next we can add a underscore selected, next we can add a selected index in it as well. So it will be for like telling the package that this is the particular selected index, and we can change the layout or the styles for that selected index. So the value of this will be equal to underscore current index, and for the items I'll be passing bottom navibar item, and it takes an icon. So for the icons I'll be passing icons dot. First it needs to be icon, and then it takes icons dot, and we can pass a home icon at first. For the title, let me just select it, and it takes a text. So item 1, copying it and pasting it 3 more times as we did for the container. The first one is an home, second one should be an apps, the third one can be a chat bubble, and the fourth one could be settings. Here it needs to have this item 4, item 2 over here, and item 3 over here. Saving it once, and here you can see that as soon as we have saved this, the changes have taken place. So currently the default selected item is the 0th index, which is the item 1. When I am clicking on any of the item which is present in the bottom navigation bar, like the second item, third item, or fourth item, so it is opening the particular related screen related to that. Like the item 2 is opening a screen with the container having color yellow, item 3 is opening a screen which is having a color orange in a container, and item 4 is opening a screen which is having a color of blue inside a container. So this was for the implementation of the bottom navi bar plugin. So basically for adding a bottom navigation bar which is having an animation. So you can see the animation I was talking about, like you are clicking between any of the items, it is providing or it is opening the particular screens with an animation. So this is the animation which I was talking about. Now let's start working on the second plugin for the second package for this video. So let me remove the code which I won't be needing for this video. So starting by removing this body, we also don't need this bottom navigation bar, so deleting this complete bottom navigation bar and these controllers as well. Yeah, so now we are good to go. Now let me open my Chrome browser again, and let's search for a cached network image package. And once I have searched it, I'll be clicking on the topmost link which is provided to me, going under the installing, and under the installing copying the dependency part, going to the pubspec.yaml file, pasting and hitting Ctrl S so that the package is fetched and the flutter pub get command is run in the background. Deleting this until the command is running. Now the things look fine to me. So you can see over here that the package has been fetched and it has exited with a code 0. Now let's start implementing this inside our app. So what I can do is I can import the cached network image package over here. So import cached network image dot. It is showing us an error, but I guess it will be going away. Yeah, it has gone away. Now let's start with the body part. So for the body part, what I can do is I can add a container with the height of 105 and width of 105 as well. Next, as a child of this container, I can add a cached network image over here, and this takes an image URL. So let me copy an URL, pasting the URL over here. It needs to go under the quotes. So I have pasted a URL over here. Now what other things that this cached network image takes is an alignment. So all the basic properties which the image was having, so it takes all those properties like the alignment, cache key, cache manager, color, blend mode. It is showing us it showed with us an error. Let me open the debug console. So the app has exited. Let me rerun the app and then I'll continue. So the app has restarted and the image has been loaded over here. So you can see that we are provided with the 350x150 size image, which is a placeholder image, the URL for which we have passed inside the image URL. So as I was telling you about the cached network image package which is available or which we are using, so What this package is used for is that until your image is being loaded from a network image, you can display any other particular widget which you want. It could be a circular progress indicator, it could be an image, it could be an spinner from the SpinKit plugin which we have seen in the previous video. You can display any of the plugin according to your need or according to the app's need. So for that we need to assign the placeholder property inside it. So placeholder takes two things, the first one being a context and the second one being a URL, and then we can add an arrow function and then we can assign the widget whatever we want to display. So for me I am using a circular progress indicator only. And next property which we can assign, or any other property the another important property which this cached network image takes is an error. But before that, let me tell you about all the different properties which it takes. So it takes all the properties which are available inside an image, which I have shown you when I have covered about the basic widgets. So it takes an alignment, a color, fade in, curve, fit, height, HTTP headers, key, max widget, disk, cache, etc. So these are the different properties which you can assign to it. But for now we will be moving forward with the error widget property. So as we have passed the context and URL in the placeholder, so this also takes a context, the URL and the error which will be occurring. So this could be any error which could be occurring inside your app. It could be related to the server not responding. It could be related to your image file being too big for the app to fetch and to display, or some other error which is occurring because of the image not loading or the image crashing to load. So in that particular case we can use that error and we can display a particular error widget to the user. So for that case I'll be adding an icon if an error is occurring. So icons dot error over here. So this is the icon which I'll be using for displaying it to the user in case some error is occurring inside our app. So I have saved it and it will be hot reloading the app, and after that I can start working, or I can like hot restart the app once again and seeing if the things are implemented or not. So let's wait for a while for this to hot reload. So now let me hot restart the app quickly. So hot restart is taking place, files are being synchronized to the device. So as you just saw that the hot restart is completed and it was showing you with the circular progress indicator over here. So until the image was not loaded, it will be providing you, or it will be showing you the specific indicator as it has just shown you. So this is how you can implement the cached network image. So this is one of the important packages which we will be using, or which Flutter developers mostly use when they are working with images inside their app. So for displaying or for telling the user that the image is loaded or the image is still in the loading process. So we generally use this package, or we generally prefer this package for letting the user know about the same thing which I mentioned. So this was it for this particular video. To sum up, I have covered about two packages inside this video. The first one package which we covered is the bottom navi bar package, which was for implementing the bottom navigation bar inside our app along with an animation which we can use, which I have shown you in the video as well. And the second package which I have covered in this video is the cached network image package, which is for displaying another widget until the image is loaded from the URL. So these are the two packages which I have covered in this video, and that is it for this video. If you have got to learn something new from this video, then make sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you have got to learn and something which you would like to see in the upcoming videos. Share this video or the playlist or channel link with the people in your community where people are discussing about Flutter and want to learn about Flutter. Also make sure to subscribe to the channel to get all the latest updates related to the Flutter development series or Flutter videos which are being posted on this channel. So a new video is posted every alternate day, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon as well. Make sure to check out Newton School and Launchpad through the link given in the description as well. And this was it for this particular video, and stay tuned for the upcoming ones, and thank you for watching.